Good morning, or depending when you're watching this, good afternoon, good evening, or good night. My name's Ross, and I was always told I had a voice for radio, so today I am bringing you news of a new GX card. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. It's Friday morning, I've got time before work to record some audio, and a new card has been revealed. How beautiful is that? Now, it has been revealed and translated by the lovely David Hochmann over at RappelmannTCG, so let's have a quick gander. Now, starting off, it's got 180 HP. We don't love this. We really want 190 HP at the moment, up there with something like Buzzwole, for instance, or Ultra Necrozma. 180, something like a Tapu Bulu can get you without a choice band. Something like Gardevoir can get you with 6 combined energy rather than 7, and something like a Drampo with a choice band can get a one-hit KO with Berserk. In all of those situations, 190 would save you, but unfortunately you've got 180. So straight off the bat, that's a pretty bad thing. Retreat cost of 2 means you don't have access to Escape Board after rotation, which is a little bit of a pain. But you do have a good weakness to fire because, let's face it, the best fire Pokemon is Ho-Oh, and they're getting a one-hit KO anyway. And the resistance to Psychic is quite good for stuff like Garbodor and Espeon GX. Could be worse. Could be better. Being a metal Pokemon does mean you've got stuff like Mount Coronet to recover some energy, which is quite nice, and you're hitting weakness on stuff like Gardevoir, for instance, which is always pretty good, and stuff like Glaceon and Sylveon, which do still see a little bit of play in this game. So it's alright, but bearing in mind there were 2 Genesect EXs, and both of them were like Nationals winning good. You had the grass one, which along with Verizon made up 3/4 of the World Championship Top Cut back in 2013. And then you got the metal one, which along with Bronzong was a really good deck, which in the very last round ever of National Championships had a pretty good showing. So we need some good attack / abilities here, and we start off with an ability. And it says, this Pokemon can have 2 tools attached to it, and then, of course, if the ability's turned off, discard tools until it only has 1 tool. That is actually stated in the ability. So, first of all, pretty good. In terms of the ability being turned off, it will be turned off by Alolan Muck because you're a basic, and it will be turned off by Glaceon because you're a GX. However, you're hitting Glaceon for weakness, so if Glaceon's trying to turn off your ability here, I don't think that's the worst thing ever. You're probably coming out of that exchange a little bit better. So that sounds alright to me. And it's basically the old ancient trait that we saw, Fator Double, which we saw on stuff like Gyarados. And it's good. And let's face it, it's best for Choice Band. After everything else, it's best for Choice Band. Now, what is really quite fun here, and I don't think you should, but in theory you could put 2 Escape Board on here and actually get free retreat. Now, I still don't think it's a great idea, but it is possible, which is kind of cool. We don't have that many great tools at the moment. Now, as it stands pre-rotation, you've essentially got Floatstone and you've got Choice Band, and you can have 1 of each. There's no point in putting on 2 Floatstone. Floatstone gives you free retreat. Post-rotation, you can have Escape Board to give you free retreat, and you can have 2 Choice Band to give you an extra 60, which is nice. However, you're still limited to 4 Choice Band in your deck. Now, you could always play Eco Arm to recover them. Oh no, wait! That rotated. You do have Puzzle of Time, so maybe you could play this with Zoroark, which is still the best Pokemon with which to use Puzzle of Time, but at that stage, it's getting a little bit awkward. Maybe you use something like a Poison Barb. It's never seen a huge amount of play, but it poisons Pokemon that attack you. That sounds a-okay by me. Maybe it could be played as a second tool here. The point is, this is a useful ability, but we don't quite have the level of tools we need right now. Maybe if we get a reprint of something like Rocky Helmet, maybe that will be quite good, because then instead of your opponent taking 2 damage counters when they attack you, they take 4. Or maybe you put a Rocky Helmet and a Poison Barb on there, so that if someone attacks you, they take 2 damage counters and poison. I don't know. maybe these things could happen. As it stands, it basically allows you to play 2 choice band in 1, but you have always got to remember that if you play 2 choice band, you've then only got 2 choice band left in your deck. You can use it for a double escape board, but you know what? Do you really want to be playing 2 on here just to get free retreat? It's a little bit awkward. Now, the main attack here, metal, colorless, 130 damage. And this really annoys me, because it's a low amount of damage. Now, to be fair, it is in line for a basic GX. So if we take something like a Tapu Koko, for instance, free energy, 130. It's the exact same attack, except it's metal energy, not lightning energy. Thing is, nobody's playing Tapu Koko for the regular attack. Now, what I will say is, with 2 choice band, it goes up to 190. Which means you are then hitting all those Pokemon I mentioned earlier, like Buzzwole, like Ultra Necrozma, like Lapras as well. So you can get up to the numbers here. But at this stage, I'm starting to get really annoyed at this card. Because you can get one-hit KOs on all of the Pokemon you really want to, except for Zoroark. You can always use something like a Professor Kukui if you have to. Or indeed, I didn't mention earlier, Delmise, who will add an extra 10 damage, so a couple Choice Band and a couple Delmise will KO a Zoroark. But you're only getting the one-hit KO because of the ability allowing you to add 2 choice bands. And you can get free retreat with a skateboard, but you've got to play 2 of them. It's like the card has been made to force you into playing double tools. It could do 160, and then a single choice band would hit the numbers, but it's 130, so you need 2. It could have a retreat cost of 1, so that you would get free retreat with a skateboard. And let's face it, the grass one did, but no! It's got a retreat cost of 2, so you need 2 a skateboard. It's like they've given us the ability to play 2 tools, and then gone, now you need to play 2 tools, because all the relevant things you want to do, you can't do with 1 tool. And it's kind of a little bit frustrating in that regard. Now, this is still a decent attack. You can still hit 190, but you are going to run out of choice band quickly. With having to put 2 on this, and then having no eco arm, firstly, you're going to need to find them, and secondly, they're going to lose them. And if your opponent plays a Field Blower, they can still get rid of both of them in one go. Because Field Blower allows you to get rid of 2 tools or stadiums, so if you've got 2 choice band on, your opponent can just Field Blower the pair of them off in one go, and then you're back to doing 130. And if you're hitting for weakness, you'll still get all those relevant Pokemon like Gardevoir and Sylveon in one hit. But if you're not hitting for weakness, you really need a double choice band to get this working. Now, it is for free energy. Annoyingly, by the time this comes out in Sun and Moon 8 for us, Max Elixir will have rotated. So there's that option gone. And we're basically going to be left, we'll still have Solgaleo Prism Star, which can accelerate energy nicely. And we're still going to have Magnezone if you want to play a Stage 2 to get it all up and rolling. The question I really ask as an attacker is this better than something like Duskmane Necrozma? Because Duskmane Necrozma, you can just pile the energy on and guarantee the KOs. Thing is, Duskmane Necrozma takes 4 energy and discards 3 of them. This takes 3 energy and discards none of them. And it's not like you're really going to be punished by a Gardevoir for leaving a bunch of energy on you, although annoyingly, because of your 180 HP, they will need 3 energy or 2 and a choice band, and they can easily just attach a regular with Secret Spring and a double colorless as their attachment for the turn, or just attach a regular with a choice band, so it's a bit annoying, but you'll be KOing them back with weakness, so you're fine. The problem is, it doesn't do very much unless you got 2 choice bands on you, which is a little bit of a pain. As for the GX attack, same cost, metal colorless, which you know I'm all in favour of, 190, not affected by resistance. Now, the vast majority of lightning Pokemon do resist metal, so that's always quite nice. Look at the promo Tapu Koko, for instance, or look at Raichu GX. Point is, they've all got resistance. So it's nice to be able to go through that. And, yeah, 1 choice band, you get a KO on Raichu, which you wouldn't if you were having to take into account the resistance. Or think about something like Zero Aura GX, which I think could be quite good in the future. You would miss the KO with resistance normally, but you get it. So actually hitting through resistance is really, really handy here. So I actually like this a lot. It's a good GX attack. It's a one-hit KO at some point. Add a choice band, you KO Zoroark. Add 2, you're up to 250, and you're even getting something like a Metagross. So you're essentially hitting the same amount as Duskmane the Crowsman's GX attack. Although you don't have to be behind on prizes, good. But you do have to have 2 choice band in one go, bad. It's fine, it should get your one-hit KO at some point. The problem with Genesect is you need those 2 tools. You need something like the double choice band. But maybe in the future we can play this with a Poison Barb on a Rocky Helmet or some other similarly annoying combination, and at that point, this is where it can really shine. And I suppose I would be remiss if I didn't mention before the end of the video that you can use 2 Metal Frying Pan on Genesect here. So you have both no weakness and reduced damage done to you by 60. The thing is, other than the GX attack, you're not really getting big one-hit KOs without double choice band, so as much as this does give you a nice little tanky option, you do need to bear in mind that you're 2-hit KOing, but you're really just hoping your opponent doesn't draw a field blower, because if they do draw a field blower, they're 1-hit KOing, you're 2-hit KOing, that ain't going great for you. At the moment, there's potential as a decent basic attacker, free energy's not that high, basic Pokemon is good, and with the 2 choice band you are hitting numbers, although the 2 choice band is annoying. But it's really the future of this card that excites me, given that there's so many options that we haven't even got yet, because we haven't even seen the tools. As a side note, the original dummy image for Sun and Moon 7A was here, and I suggested because of this we're clearly getting Virizion GX, Magcargo GX, and Genesect GX. And now we've seen all 3 of them, and they are all confirmed as coming in this set. How cool is that? I am going to be giving Genesect GX between 3 and 4 Wassies, and a lot of that is based on potential. I like it at the moment, but you need 2 choice bands really to make it great and hit the numbers. But in the future, we're going to get more tools and there's going to be more options, and that leaves me very excited indeed. But I would love to know what you think about Genesect GX. So let me know in the comment section. Go nuts, be nice. Make sure you like this video, subscribe to this channel, follow me on Twitter at the Wassie, and Twitch for some live action at twitch.tv/PTCGRadio. If you want to support the channel, get some bonus podcasts and all of that, head on over to patreon.com/PTCGRadio, where you can do so. And do check out Wassie Plays, my Dragon Ball Super /video game channel. I've just uploaded a video about Microsoft's E3 conference, and I've started doing regular Dragon Ball content again, so make sure you go check that out. But by far the most important thing, as always, is to look after yourselves until next time. Thank you very much for watching. My name is Ross, and you've been watching PTCG Radio.